Copy out.
Private Molar, go change your glasses. Oh, they look a little tinted from my end.
Actual is Alpha, radio check 114 over.
Alpha, this is actual. Lima Charlie on 114 over.
Actual is Alpha, copy out.
Sergeant Munson?
Yes, Sergeant Rents.
I found.
I have not yet. I'm still waiting on my mic. Yeah, I see him on my list. I believe he's getting loaded out.
Mike, are you
Yeah, Sergeant.
Lima
Who's
Charlie
coming
on
over
114
global?
over.
What's up?
I'm unsure.
Havoc 1, this is 1-4.
Didn't?
Yeah. Oh, really?
1-4 is all ready to go and set. Copy that 1-4 out.
Sure, I can see you so well right now.
Unbind what?
It's PV2 bets. He's coming over global.
You guys need to go ahead and push over to the right.
It's very nice.
If you hear someone on global and no one else hears them, then you need to restart TeamSpeak.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Alpha, this is Bravo, over.
If you want to,
Roger.
You can just disable, VoIP and stuff in your audio settings.
To place your 2x demo blocks on the western side of the road, and I was going to place mine on the...
Roger, I did that, Sergeant.
Still here.
Oh boy.
Bravo, copies out.
Yeah, I heard him that time.
Actually, that is an apron. Over.
One 6 is 1-7, over.
I didn't. You stopped.
Where are you right now?
Roger that, I'm actively checking that now.
Under configure.
Okay, so configure.
Hey,
Rolls. Go to multiplayer. Then down to where it says push to talk. Unbind that.
Any of you guys hearing bets on global?
Is that the in-game VoIP that is doing that?
Believe it's, I don't think so.
It seems like you fixed it.
Directly. So we're good? Roger. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so Alpha, you're still one down? No. Yes?
Confirm. Yep, we're just waiting on special Healy ECAR.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Sergeant Munson, I thought and change my helmet. I have the wrong helmet on.
Okay.
He's not got speed.
Go ahead.
Change it quickly.
Charlie 113.1 over.
So this
by
is
5 out.
Unless Lee can get himself squared away.
Private Gillen, make sure you have your NVGs.
Let me go to Whisper. Hold on.
School circle on top.
Copy that.
Bravo, school circle on the top.
4 copies.
All right, we're gonna get this going. Tonight is the sand table portion, anyways, is pretty goddamn simple. This cycle we're going to be training on ambush. So, when you break it down, there's essentially two types of ambush. All right, you have your traditional column or roadside ambush, which is used for, guess what? Roadsides. And then you have your L-shaped ambush. All right. Now, a column ambush or a roadside ambush is generally used, like I said, along roadsides for things like convoys or even columns of troops moving down the road. All right, that is where you set up parallel to the road on both or one side of the road, and you fire along the flank of whatever it is you're ambushing. So you do not have enfilading fire, meaning you're firing down the ranks. You're firing from the flank. That's what we're going to be doing tonight, is a traditional roadside ambush. Now, the other type of ambush, an L-shaped ambush, is more so used in not necessarily open terrain, but not along roads, and used against infantry. Okay, so if we were to set up an L-shaped ambush against an infantry element that is moving, then we would set the ground element of the task force up in a very simple L shape, hence why it's called an L-shaped ambush, and that would give one element enfilading fire, one element flanking fire. No matter which way that enemy element moves, we would have both flanking and enfilading fire. Now, when it comes to a L-shaped ambush, once the ambush has started, once contact has begun, eventually one of those elements needs to push into the kill zone to confirm everything is that the threat is eliminated. That's where an L-shaped ambush becomes very dangerous. Okay, so if you imagine an L, one of those legs has to push into that kill zone in front of the line of fire of the other element. That's where communication comes in big. That element that's not moving, that is maintaining their base of fire, needs to lift and shift fire. All right, so if the element is moving from left to right, that element that's providing the base of fire needs to shift their fire from right to left as they move forward, so they don't have friendly troops in their line of fire. And you squad leaders, that's where your communication really comes into play, and you have to coordinate with the other squad leaders that are providing cover for you to keep shifting their fire as you move forward through the kill zone, eliminating the threat, or confirming that the threat is eliminated. In a column ambush, somewhat along the same lines, however, since you're directly across from each other, when that element pushes down into the kill zone to clear it out, there's very little that you can do in terms of providing cover, because at no point in time are they ever out of your line of fire, because both elements have the same line of fire. So at that point, what that covering element then does is covers the flanks of the element that is pushing into the kill zone. So they lift and shift their fire from the center outwards, so left and right, to cover the flanks of the element pushing down into the kill zone. Everybody tracking so far?
Yes, for Sergeant.
All right. Pretty goddamn simple concept to understand. Now, the last thing to note about a column ambush, generally going to want to have high ground, all right? You never want to be, obviously, below the element that you're ambushing, but you also don't want to have one element on high ground and another element down on the same level as the element you're ambushing, because then they're going to be directly in the line of fire of the element on the high ground. So you never want to be firing directly on the same level with each other, because then obviously fratricide is a huge fucking issue. So anytime you plan a column ambush like that, you want to set up where you have high ground. If you don't have high ground available, then you can set up an L-shaped ambush. That is what they are really good for. They are not dependent upon high ground. An L-shaped ambush can also be used on a road for convoys. However, big thing about using an L-shaped ambush against a convoy is you have to make sure that element that's in front of the convoy in a blocking position is well outside of view until that ambush is sprung. Same thing goes, though, for a column-style ambush. It kind of defeats the fucking purpose if your dumbass is sitting up on top of a hill skylining and they see you before they ever get into the kill zone. This is one of the biggest problems we have ever had with ambushes, is we always get spotted by the enemy before they're in the kill zone. Because there's almost always that one dumb son of a bitch who wants to stand up and see the ambush. He doesn't want to rely on the information that's being provided to him when we say, the ambush is coming, prepare, stand by. No, he wants to stand up and get eyes on it himself because he's a fucking idiot, and then ruins the ambush for everyone. Don't do that. Stay down in cover until you are told to stand up and start engaging. If you stand up and get spotted, you're going to fuck the whole thing up. Now, another part of that is our trench system. Yes, we have the ability to dig trenches. They're pretty goddamn visible. So you guys are not going to be sitting just barely on the face of the slopes tonight, digging in and putting down trenches. The enemy can see those fucking trenches. They are not natural formations of dirt. They are going to know something is there. Use the natural cover. Sit back behind defilade. Do not put something there that is not there by nature. Otherwise it will tip off the enemy. Lastly, when it comes to an ambush, control of your fucking weapon system is priority number 1. You guys know we take NDs pretty goddamn seriously. Well, it's even more serious of an issue if you ND when we're trying to ambush an element, whether it be a fucking convoy or foot mobiles. They hear that round go off, they're going to know something's out there, and they're immediately going to be on guard and ready for anything that hits them. If you need to put your weapon on fucking safety because you cannot control the twitch in your right fucking hand, then so be it. Just don't forget to take it off of safety when it comes time to fucking lay out the hurt. Everybody understand that? Alright. Captain Drumheller, you have anything to add, sir?
Nope, I got nothing. You covered shooting across towards each other. That's the only thing I wanted to add.
Alright, thank you, Cap. One important thing to note is in regards to this ambush specifically. This is going to be a nighttime ambush. Laser discipline is a fucking must. Do not turn those lasers on until we already have rounds going through the air. And even then, only use them to mark targets. Remember, flash your laser on and off a couple of times real quick on a target, and then leave it off. We do not know the NVG capability of the enemy. If they have NVGs and you have your fucking lasers on, they're going to know we're there. They're going to be able to follow that laser right back to the end of your rifle and then shoot you in the face. So make sure you are using those lasers properly. In terms of engaging the actual convoy, they should be fish in a barrel. Hit them with every fucking thing you have at your disposal. Do not be scared to use your fucking thumpers. 40 mics are a great goddamn thing to use against convoys. However, make sure you are using the correct rounds. If you are hitting infantry, use HE. If you're hitting a vehicle, use HEDP. Don't try and hit a tracked vehicle with a fucking 40 mic. Leave that to the AT4s and the guys with the big tubes. Does everybody understand that? Alright, does anybody have any questions?
I had a comment, Top.
Send it, LP.
Thank you. So when you are looking to make sure that you are hidden, remember that vehicles are not two-dimensional. It's not a piece of paper coming down the road. That the actual eyes of the Vic are, a meter or two off of the road. So just because you can't see the concrete, you still need to get further back so that those Vics can't spot you. I don't want you just barely right on the crest where the top of your fucking helmet is still sticking over edge. And this is not like 2-year-old hide and seek. They can still see your ass. So make sure you are well back. That's all I got, Toppy.
Absolutely, thank you, LT. And specifically for tonight's ambush, we're not kicking it off. Air assets are going to be fucking starting up the fireworks show for us. So you guys don't need to be in any type of visibility. Nobody even needs to be out there with a fucking launcher in their hand ready to take a shot. Air assets are going to kick it off for us tonight. And once we get the fucking cue from them, then we unleash unholy hell into the valley. Understood? All right. Go ahead and move your asses back there by where you were lined up. I don't give a fuck if you line up again, but section leads on me.
Bravo falling.
All right. Looks like we got everybody here. All right, go ahead and open up your maps, gentlemen.
Hey McCoy, did we
All right, so we already know where the ambush
we get
location is at.
confirmation
The LG
on
or
what
LZ is
route we're
marked
gonna take
on
for
Blue Force.
set and demo?
Set yourself on fucking whisper, jackass. All right. LZ is marked on Blue Force as 0715. We're probably going to actually land on the ASR along the roadway there or whatever, Chief. That's entirely
So
up
we're going
to you.
straight from
Your
the
call
bird
to
down
make.
to set demo.
Once we
Understood, thank you.
Whoever's over here talking about fucking set and demo, put yourself on whisper before the fucking first sergeant shoves a shotgun up your ass.
make sure, however, when we're moving towards those hilltops, before we actually head up the hilltops, get your team leads and shit to get that demo planted as we're moving towards those hilltops. Don't waste any time on that shit. Get it in there, get it on the road, and be ready to go. And then get them up to the tops of the hills. I don't give a shit who you have where, alright?
We'll do top.
Do you have the position for that the demo's going down and the kill box and where the ambush is supposed to start and everything put down on the map?
Now at this time, LT, I want you to get that taken care of. Mark where you're going to have your guys placing the demo, all of that. Sergeant Tosco, I want you marking out where your pre-designated rounds are going to be landing along that roadway. Remember, as soon as we get word from air assets that they're rifle, I want your rounds coming out of your tubes. As soon as their missiles leave their racks, I want your rounds outbound so they can land around the same time. At that same time, once those rounds impact and those missiles impact, LT, that's when I want the M112s going off. And then fucking open up with everything you got. Like I said, make sure all of your guys that got AT sticks have those tubes out and ready to go just in case. Alright, we're not going to lose too much firepower by having, you know, a couple of guys with their rifles down to be ready for any follow-up shots on any potential armor. Alright, anybody got any questions?
If we execute this properly, the entire ambush should last about 30 seconds.
Absolutely, Cap, if that. And as we talked about, once the ambush goes off and we deem no threats left in the area, we're going to go find where the ambush came from, kick in their front door, say good morning, and then kick them the fuck out of town, alright? Alright, you guys got, I'll give you 5 mics to get you guys briefed. Do tell your guys to stand by for a time change here within that next 5 mics. Chief and Lieutenant Barber, you guys can go ahead and pre-flight and get ready for us.
Copy that.
Alright, Havoc 1 on me.
Alright, go up to the sergeant. Or correction, LT.
We've already discussed this in the briefing, so are there any last minute questions, comments, concerns? So having said that, we're going to try and split the birds up. 1-4, you're good with the Javelin and the Moz? Alright, so the Javelin on the west side, Moz on the east.
I got something to go over before we get started. This is something that kills us every time we do an ambush. People get impatient. Moz gunners get impatient. Javelin gunners get impatient. People who are controlling C4 bricks get impatient. Do not fucking get impatient. Do not blow your load all over the enemy's face until it is time. You wait for that lead Vic to get to the point where the ambush is supposed to kick off. And tonight it's really easy. You wait until the A10 fires. Once the A10 fires, you shoot your Maws, you shoot your Javelins, you set off your C4. Not before then. A lot of times, people will shoot at the first Vic they see as soon as they see it. That's something the first sergeant forgot to go over. That has killed just as many ambushes for us as people being exposed to the enemies. Don't let either one of those things happen. Stay hidden. Do not pop your rounds off before it's time. And it's like I just said, like First Sergeant said, it's going to be real easy tonight. You should not expose yourself to the enemy until after that A10 has fired. That's the go code for tonight's ambush. That's all I got.
Thank you, Captain. Yeah, all right. As he said. So when we touch down, I want fire team leaders immediately to break off from your squads and head to that section that I've marked on the map and start putting those demo blocks down. And then squad leaders, you take the remainders of your squads up into the hills and find some cover for them. I want them back down. I want them concealed, AT prep, clackers in hand when they get back up there. Ready to go. Alright, it was Corporal Linko.
Thank you, LT.
And whoever the hell is standing back there, I want you to put something on your face. I'm not filing a 990 for loss of sight.
I was just going to say, I may have missed it, but I do not believe the DMR was assigned to any squad tonight. I would hate to be without it.
Good point. 1-3. You got somebody to take DMR tonight?
Hey, sorry about that.
Alright, get it done. Thank you.
Roger.
I'll swap out for the AT4.
Adamson.
Team lead,
yeah.
guys, copy that.
You guys
If he
notice
doesn't have experience
When we
with
are
it,
moving into
nighttime.
position, you guys are going to break off.
Can't wear eyebrow. Night vision, I
Demo
thought.
down.
Nighttime, but it's still, there's a pretty bright moon out here, so they can still see us. Make sure your guys are down into cover.
Have to peel off a bit more to the west.
Hey, sir, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Corporal.
Hey,
Hey,
for the squad leads, I've instructed every single medic to be at least 15 meters off of the firing line. So there shouldn't be a single medic up on the firing line. That way, in case they do get some rounds off on us, our medics can move up and pull them back. So if you're wondering why your mic's not up there with you, that's why.
Okay.
For medics, if you guys want to set up a CCP on the west side, because I'll be on the east side, I believe. That's up on you. I'll leave that to you guys, but it's not required. That was it, sir.
Thank you. So 1-3 and the 1-4 detachment with the javelin will be in left bird, and the remainder of the squad in the right bird if they'll fit. Otherwise, we'll just put all of 1-4 together in the left bird. All right, let's get over there.
Hold on, I got something else to address.
Oh.
Corporal
Captain.
Newman, I appreciate what you're telling your medics to do, but those are not your medics. Those are the squad leader's medics. The medics go where the squad leader tells them to go. It's up to the squad leader where to put their medics. You can give them recommendations and suggestions, but you don't tell the squad leaders where you told your medics to go, because they're not your medics. They're the squad leader's
Understood,
medics.
sir.
All right, that's it.
Hey, Captain. All right, let's go, gentlemen.
Favor.
Lock and load to the birds.
Cover copies.
Which bird are we in?
Stand by.
Purple bird.
Interrogative, which aircraft is going in?
All squads, make sure you guys are locked and loaded when you get on this bird. Over.
I'll be going left.
Copy that.
Waiting for orders. Actually, know what bird we're on.
1314 to the left, and 2.
Right bird.
We're on the right bird.
Permission granted.
Copy, right bird. Go ahead and lock and load if you haven't.
All elements in 110, be advised you are to notify Havoc 1 HQ once you're loaded up. Over.
I have 1 copy. So.
Drop this AJ radio check on frequency 111.2 over.
Roger, 111.2 over.
Hunt tonight.
Copy that up.
1217 send comms. Roger that one.
Let me know when you're loaded in.
AJ in.
Drum is in.
Trooper's in.
Also be advised, Havoc 7, Havoc 4 is projecting to set up on Hill 4-5 by the radio tower.
Alpha, you in?
All Max loaded in. All Max.
Alpha's all in.
Havoc 1-1 all loaded.
Havoc 4 out. How copy? Actual, this is Alpha. How copy? One actual, this is Alpha. Do you copy?
Alpha, this is actual copy.
Copy out.
moving out, bearing of 124.
Copy that. Copy 124.
On form a wedge. Strong side, right.
Fuck.
Alright, continue bearing 124.
I'll make this as one mic when you're stopping.
Copy.
Copy that.
Alright, bro, continue up the hill of 124 and breaking off to go place demo.
Good copy.
Once you mic this is one mic, that's what it seems like. Give me about 30 CR and I'll figure out why we have so many on our side.
Alright, road's about 160 from here.
Copy that one.
Wilco, get yourself down.
We're on the east side.
Which flank are we supposed to be on
When
up
you
here?
guys are set,
Your copies.
check in with me and tell me
stand
that
by.
you're set.
Guys,
I need you guys to plan out where you are going to be once this all
Havoc
kicks off.
1-1-3.
Whence?
Make
Really?
Sure everybody is not
There's a building with a bunch of rocks over here that might be good to set up at.
Copy.
Hey, we're
On the left
moving.
flank.
Havoc 1, this is 1-3.
Yeah, we are going to be on the southern flank.
Right clear.
One in left. Left's clear.
Clear.
Two coming out. I don't have paint. I don't think.
I got kit paint. I got
Just to confirm, 1-3 is getting debt charges furthest north.
Here. See if you can get up on the roof.
paper. Sorry.
On me.
Uh,
Near my shoulders. I need a boost
Edge
up
of
on
the
the
roof.
roof.
So yeah, good question. Littleberry, get up on this house, little house. You gotta boost the drum. You want me up the house?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
kneel
just
down
get to
right
the
here.
house.
Kneel down right here like that.
Make sure that you lock this down.
Yeah, I think you gotta face me. Boost me up. Get up on the first step.
And then, yeah, I want you guys to be ready to get yourselves in position to be able to pop over the hill.
We're apparently shifting to the left side, guys.
Okay. We're on the left side? Yeah, we're on the left flank. I think.
Yeah, I just heard it at the squad net.
Yeah, there's no one else on our left. We're on the southern flank.
Copy. I got good eyes on from this roof.
Okay, come down and stand up instead.
Okay. Yeah, looks like we are moving to the other side of the hill. the other hill to the west.
Roger.
I'll show all three guys to catch up.
Stand by bandage.
I want to have the majority of people over there, yes, but I do want to make sure we're watching this side as well.
I'm set.
Moving.
On you. Ferguson, this is AJ. We're moving to the west side of the road. Over.
Copy. Yep. Are you on your way down the hill?
Affirmative.
Eyes on.
Berkey, this is AJ. I could use morphine when we get up there. Over.
Interrogative, what happened to you?
I fell off a roof.
Copy, I'll send it up.
Which flank are we supposed to be on up here?
Stand by.
Oh, you're right here. Hey, attached to Specialist McCoy, he lost his AR.
I got some Hello Kitty. I got Hello Kitty Band-Aid.
He's over here.
6 on point 1.
Copy. Or, wrong net.
Have we had check-ins for all?
Alright, we're just gonna be right here. We're just gonna be keeping, or we're gonna be looking out towards the ambush position to the southeast. Alright, we're gonna space on 360.
1-6 out.
Yeah, roger that. His AR is having tech issues.
Drum, this is AJ. You're going the wrong way. Move back
No, I'm going the
southeast.
right way.
Yeah, we're just gonna hold back. And once the ambush kicks off, we'll push southeast to get eyes on the ambush spot southeast.
Really far away from the ambush
Make sure
position
you
right
guys
here.
aren't fucking skylining.
Make sure you guys are skylining.
We should be down in the saddle, further to the southeast, so we're closer to the road. From here, where the ambush is going to be over before we get in firing position.
Stand by.
Actually, this is Bravo. We are. I've got word that we are pretty far away from the ambush position.
A prime, copy out.
I'm gonna go get eyes on the road and get a range fix so I can.
Just hold here for now. I don't know. I'm confused.
You're on the wrong side, Berg. Gotta be behind me doing that shit.
By that house? By the radio? Yeah, that's fine.
Charlie has video proof that Charlie and Bravo is being good. I hear too.
No visual on the view.
Vic.
It's a civilian Vic.
Below. Oh, it's a civilian Vic.
Where's the squad leader?
Squad leader is Sergeant Carter.
Where is he?
Oh, he's over here, Red Ref 056040, Kilo Papa 9. He's here. I'm coming to you, Drum.
Good copy.
He's up there. To the 1-0.
Where's the squad leader?
He's right here.
Sergeant?
Yeah, Sergeant Carter.
Sergeant.
Yes.
We are going to be ineffective on this ambush from this position. We need to move to the saddle over there to the east-southeast. We're too far away from the ambush position to get there in a timely manner.
Alright. Southeast.
right over here. We just move on the back side of this defilade over here to the southeast, on the right flank of the other squad up there. Should be fine.
Rocket is Age, are we moving? Southeast?
We're just over here to the saddle, to the northeast here. Stand by. Just over here to your northeast, there's a little dip here that everyone's in.
Three times BTR, 3 times technicals, multiple Euros.
Copy.
Alright, convoys inbound, 3 times technicals.
Charlie is going to hold fire till something bigger pops up.
Going stay low, guys.
Yeah, Alpha Bravo, happy hunting on that shit.
Hill here off to our southwest.
Bravo copy.
Yeah, everybody's getting antsy in that pantsy.
You wanna fucking light up their Hello Kitty flashlight.
Set for Havoc 1.
The can one.
Alpha, this is Bravo, over.
I was thinking you said BTR's leading Central and last pick.
Good copy on last, actual.
Alpha, this is
Charlie
Alpha.
out. Alright, so...
you said BTR was leading Central and last
Send
pick.
Richie back to me when you get your man back over.
So BTRs are the biggest thing so far.
Alright, be advised, the BTRs are in the center and last pick of the convoy.
Yeah, we're gonna... Not us, but Delta will take the center BTR. And I'm gonna save my wad for something bigger. I like those big chicks.
Hey, you know, they need love too.
Yeah, you're right. Nope. Charlie, it is. Oh, Jesus. Actually, it's Charlie. Copy over.
Go to Whisper.
Bravo copies.
Go to Whisper, Bravo.
We gotta go Whisper.
Copy out.
Seven, this is 1-6 ended. Stand by. Forward.
Dog copy. Out.
Copy. 7, this 1-6. We have eyes about 650 meters down the MSR.
Popping back.
Good copy, over.
Nah. Forgot.
hearing the Vix now.
All squads, as soon as we hear an explosion, kick off all those clackers, set off that demo. Then discard. All squads, be advised, as soon as we hear those explosions, kick off those clackers, and then get up and engage, but not until that time. Over.
Copy. Over.
Havoc 1 copies.
Copy.
Convoy, you just went stationary. We're standing by for move orders. Convoy, just want Oscar Mike again. just so you know, the range from where we currently are is about 150 meters.
Good copy.
Drop a copy.
Copy.
I feel like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Drop a copy. It's already gonna be.
Here we go.
Keep that attitude, maybe.
Convoy is approximately 700 meters out.
AJ got eyes.
Looks like there's going to be some VIX lagging behind, so we're going to have plenty of targets. That's it.
Hey, for a BTR last Vic BTR.
Down slope that'll give us some better cover. Oh, it's further down slope than I thought. There's a transport truck over there. I can't tell if anyone's getting out of it or not. Getting a range. 230 meters.
Check in.
I'm putting some round in I can't see it.
Bam. Well, it's got no fucking tires left. Did you say check in? Drum is green.
Black on it.
Did you hit that BTR? All those C4 charges, and it looks like all that was up there was one troop transport.
Yep.
They're dead as fuck, though.
Yeah, guarantee they ain't getting up.
Alright, brother, we're gonna be Overwatch.
Would hit us before.
Alright, 1-3 and 1-4 is moving in. Time now for just provide Overwatch now.
That is a fucking tank on the hilltop. 150.
Eyes on.
Don't. The fuck is he shooting at it? Tell the fucking machine gunner to stop shooting small arms at a tank.
It's moving away. It's moving away. Moving behind the ridgeline.
Liber, are you down here with us behind this rock? To your southeast.
Negative, I'm a little ways up the hill, covering the other teams when as they're clearing the compound.
No, but as long as we have friendlies around you, you're fine up there.
I think I just heard Javelin go out. Yep.
Ooh, shit.
I'm hearing that there's a second convoy inbound.
Hey, firm, second convoy is inbound.
Bravo copies.
Well, if they didn't know we were here, they do now.
Here's the Vic.
Here's the Vic.
Copy.
Sounds like it's coming from the east.
Oh shit! East, straight east!
Oh, right on.
Eyes on.
Bravo copies.
Flying hard cover. Don't attract it. Nice hit. Turret looks like it's disabled. Yep, cannon's disabled.
Triad disbanded.
Yeah, but the cannon's pointing straight down. I don't think it's active.
No, it's pointing, yeah, straight down.
Oh,
it's moving.
It's moving, but well, not for long.
Just wasted that jab round.
We got BTR 163, 200 meters.
Eyes on the road. Straight down the road.
It's on the road, 154.
Bravo copies, realizing that BTR. Yeah, Bravo.
Oh, that last one was not a 40 mic mic. What the fuck is that?
I believe it's the BTR firing.
No, I saw some.
Oh, the gun is still up.
Just give him cover, wait for it to explode.
Oh, there, he's gonna.
I just saw a Maverick or Hellfire flying overhead. Did something.
Liber, what's your current position?
Right next to.
Oh, okay, copy.
Can we get a resupply before we head out?
Stand by.
Actually, this is Bravo. Can we get a resupply before we head out again? Over.
Never mind, that's fucking mortars fire on us. Like, fucking close. I'm pushing down to the wall over here. AJ, you with me?
Paper, I'm on you.
Going right, going right.
Just go and hold here for now, Bravo.
Looks like there's a squad worth of guys coming over the hilltop. 140, I'm getting a range.
Copy.
600 meters, 550 meters. Get online, don't shoot over people's heads.
AJ reloading. AJ set.
That's more IDF right in front of us. Someone's got their laser on, they haven't turned it off for like 30 seconds. Woohoo!
Stand by for move order, guys.
Holy shit, what the fuck was that?
Catch me up. Morphine.
It had to be a CBU from the fucking A10. Or 3.
Actually, this is Bravo. Did you say we were moving? Copy.
Alright, Bravo, we're the fire ammo. We're just gonna hold position here while the other elements move.
Copy. Bravo copies.
Yeah, friendlies are just to our southeast 1G2. They're moving out.
Thank you.
Alright, we're moving out to the radio tower bearing 150 top of the hill, southeast.
Bravo copies moving, time now.
Alright, go ahead and form a wedge, strong side right.
It's more IDF right in the middle of where we're moving.
Copy. Go ahead and push out to the east some more. We'll just follow up behind Alpha.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Be advised, we are following behind you guys.
AJ said strong side right, you should be over on the right.
Copy, moving.
More IDF landing to our west.
Mike just got hit, right?
Bravo copies.
Alright, we're continuing pushing.
Confirm.
Squad lead went back for the mic.
Be advised you're overshooting south of Havoc 1, break. Be advised we are holding the hilltop bearing 055 from your pause, over.
Who's lagging behind? Back
Drum.
there? Drum, copy.
Copies 1-3, be advised I want you to do an overwatch for 1-2, make sure they're covered on their east hut.
Go ahead and short halt so Drum can catch up.
I'm with Drum, AJ's with Drum.
Copy. Yeah, just continue short holding. Okay, continuing. Alright, continue movement. Southeast.
1317, set traffic.
Oh, I can hear the mortars firing now.
Roger that, blue for tracker marker.
Actual, this is...
Pretty sure team lead just got taken out from that. You guys okay? Are you guys okay?
Roger that, 1317 copies, be advised I'm dancing out of the rain right now. Break. If that hilltop is compromised, I need you guys
1-1 Bravo just got fucking schwacked by that mortar. This is fucking 1-1 Bravo. I'm pretty sure my whole team is down.
Alpha copies.
Popping smoke on my position.
Mike, I'm gonna need you up there. He's popping smoke on his position. Whole team
I'm gonna popping a chem light. The fuck?
Cam light.
Are you still up?
Another squad in there, Mike, over there.
Fuck has CLS?
What's his status?
He needs morphine and epi.
Left leg.
Using his morphine and his epi on him. Oh, I didn't need to use epi. Get
Mike over here in this
Littleberry, get fucking AJ and the squad lead up, or the team lead up if you can.
Copy. AJ, bandaging.
Alright, AJ is up.
Nope.
I'm bandaging myself. I got fucked up from that round.
I'll help you out, Harper. I got his chest.
Mike's working on Bravo right now. Hey, Bro, we just told this. I need to tell you that you need to help the rest of the guys out.
6-7, this is Mike. I'm on one line now.
Yeah, good copy. I'm getting myself up. First.
Run that.
Okay, look for screen.
I need medic. I need morphine bad once he's done with everyone else.
Copy.
I'm pushing morphine on Drum.
No, you're not. That is not what that morphine is for. That morphine on CLS is only to get people up.
Copy.
Is everyone back up in Bravo?
AJ's green. Where's green?
Drum needs morphine.
Sir, were you saying there was an issue with morphine going on earlier?
No.
Alright, let me know. There's the mic.
Good. Ready to go.
Need you already get some morphine, Drum.
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Copy. Alright, we're moving out east. We gotta catch up with, or disregard. Yeah, we just gotta move east.
left side.
Bravo, hold.
Roger, there's a good line of rocks up here.
Bravo, we got to start again until 135. Just move around 1-4, don't cross, and then we'll regroup and move on 35.
Moving, AJ.
Moving. On your 6. Oh shit.
That's not good. That's a BTR shooting at us, and we're on the fucking downslope of a hill with no cover.
Let's move behind the bunker. Let's move behind the bunker.
Moving. Fuck.
Let everybody get behind cover. Move back here.
Ah shit, I got hit. AJ walking slow towards your drum.
What's fucking happening?
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, we were holding position until that BTR gets taken out. It's got us good.
It's right at 600 meters.
Yeah, looks like 1-4's engaging it now.
Yeah, it's hit. It's smoking.
Okay, alright, let's move around south. And then we'll continue pushing 135. Actually, yeah, let's move south and we'll get behind this depth plate. Disregard, we're moving bearing 1-1-1. We're going to get on the wall to stand by to breach the town.
Bravo copies. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, this is very open.
I'm pretty sure that while we were all getting brought back up, everything that was visible from the hillside got killed.
Copy, let's get down here into depth plate.
We are at the edge of the plate, southern side of the
Bravo, go ahead and push back. We're going to hold in depth plate and wait for guys to get back here, or for Alpha to get up front.
I got a...
Yeah, there's a guy with a machine gun there. Or something.
Watch out, we got
Where?
A function right here.
He was in that... He was in a little alleyway right there. He was... a tree.
Did you drop him?
Apron.
Be advised, we got a 4-5 position behind this building to our east.
AJ, move back. We got a hold position in depth plate until we can get Alpha on us.
This green tracer's right uphill to our south.
Copy, Cage.
Thank
you. See them?
I got no eyes on anything there.
Heavy tracer is going over the hill.
Bravo copies.
of the MSR.
Oh boy.
Copy that.
Go ahead and I'll cover while you guys cross.
Crossing.
Crossing.
Alright, crossing.
Those are mortars?
No, I hear those mortars firing.
That's from the inside building.
God damn it.
Inside building, clearing. 066.
I just went down and backed up though.
Can we move in on those mortars? That's where we just came from, I'm pretty sure.
Bravo, be advised, I just shot one guy inside building 066.
Alright, if you can hit those mortars, him.
There's 2 in this building.
We were over at the mortars and we left, and now someone's going back to where we were. We need to clear this building out.
Yeah, they're clearing buildings.
Who's they? What are we doing?
Stand by.
Courtyard over here, I'm eyeing it out.
Moving to the next room, Pine.
I'm gonna open this garage door.
The stairs are clear.
Copy.
Standing
These
by
friendlies
for
in here already.
Blue in.
Finishing arm.
Alright, there's friendlies in here. Also, I'm pushing out a little bit.
Bravo, we're gonna, I'm standing by for orders.
I got a staircase here.
Right.
There's been contact in here. Let me get someone
Just
on.
hold positions where you're at right now until I can tell them what we're doing next.
Clear. Got another doorway. Goes clear out on the roof.
Drum, look, 199er, 199er. Up the hill, south over.
Roger, make sure there's no friendlies up there before you start shooting up there.
I'm going back down.
A firm.
Looks like it's already been cleared by another squad. We originally were like right next to where they were. We didn't have eyes on it until they started shooting, or well, we got audible whenever.
There's shots right up in front of me. I'm gonna try to get an angle on it. AJ, I'm pushing up a little bit.
Copy that, towards you.
I heard shots and saw muzzle flash from that doorway right there.
Alright, we got inbound cast at the southeast hilltop.
Behind this door.
One time that north.
Room looks clear, Roger. Was that guy running up on us? We need to clear this other side. There's a door on the back. Opening door. One down in the left. I'm throwing a flash. Flash. What the fuck? Someone else go.
He's down.
Reloaded. Dead.
Actually, let's probably advise we are inside the town right now. We're clearing buildings.
Are you going?
We're gonna clear buildings for now.
You just want us to
Start pushing
far east.
There's someone shooting into this building right here to our southeast, close.
Up the stairs or top roof or bottom roof?
It looked like the second floor. We can push up and clear it.
Copy, waiting for you.
I'm switching to visible lasers so we don't get friendly fired.
Drum, I'm waiting for you down here.
Where you at? Let's go this way.
Alright, bro, we gotta push back towards actual. They're to our northwest, bearing of tree 18.
Bravo, are you guys able to move out to the eastern intersection?
Did I not kill the guy up there with my grenade?
Alright, bro, we're gonna stick to the northern side of the town. We're gonna start clearing down east. There's a guy in the window with a can't shoot.
I'm pretty sure that guy is dead on his feet. I just dropped the guy behind us to the west at 245, 245, 245.
Actually, this is Bravo. We just dropped
Agent covering rear.
Alright, Bravo, still wait.
Actually, this is Bravo. This is still to the north side of the town and start clearing down east.
Alright, bro, we're gonna start. We're gonna stick to the northern side of the town, and we're gonna push east, clearing buildings as we go.
Roger. I don't think this building's been clear. I'm opening the door.
Right clear. Gotta go.
Left looks clear. I can't clear the corner. I'm moving in and right. Moving in and right. Right's clear.
Pushing across, pushing across.
I can't see. I'm pushing in and right.
Got a door to the right.
Looking up. Moving up. There's feet up here, but I think he's dead. Moving. It's clear. Clearing the rooftop. Going out and left.
Copy. Going right. Right clear.
Roof's clear.
Sounds like we got a big door southeast. Drummond, AJ, once you get done clearing that building, push southeast to our position. We're in
It's
the
definitely
two-story
tracked, whatever it is. Sounds like it's about to push over that hilltop.
MBT, MBT. Got MBT.
Moving. I don't have smoke. I can't clear this. Two coming out. Two coming out. Two coming out.
Move west and get into hard cover from that vehicle, whatever it is.
Do any of these dead guys have RPGs?
Unknown.
It fucking sounds close.
Bravo is black on 18.
I'm gonna go back to those buildings where those guys were dead at. I'm pretty sure 2 pieces of armor just got taken out at the same time, but I still hear that engine to the east. I'm moving over to this building where we killed those guys at, see if any of them had an RPG. This one has an RPG. I'm grabbing it. I'll bring it to the rifleman. Oh, fuck. What did I just do?
Bravo,
Alright, little bear, I got you an RPG.
Copy, I'm here with Bravo.
There's speed taking out the hill, 084. Disregard push taken out.
You know how to shoot this thing?
Yep.
I'm gonna get back up on the roof here.
Copy.
Yeah, send it on the radio.
Tell me when you're good to move.
I'm good to move. Are we supposed to be moving somewhere?
Negative. Look, northwest. Someone's saying there's contacts back behind you guys, northwest.
I'm seeing the first sergeant go in and clear out a compound. Do you want us to go over there and help him out?
Affirm.
Dead guy in there. Yeah, someone definitely came in here and cleared this shit out. I'm moving in there right.
Copy. Going left.
Right's clear.
Left is clear.
2 coming out. The first sergeant went up here. He's up here somewhere, so he probably already cleared out this compound.
Copy.
I'm gonna check out this bunker right here.
Fucking entrance.
Yeah, I can't see into this shit.
Actually, right in front of us. Yeah. Close. Going left. Left clear.
You said you were going left, but you went on the right wall.
Bad. Going up.
Shit's clear from down here. I'm throwing my laser off.
Clear up here.
Drum is off. Comms 1 mic.
Copy.
Is that enemies to our west of the hill? Target is AJ, is that friendlies west of the hill?
Stand by. That is an affirmative. Those are friendlies on the hill to our west.
Copy.
on comms.
Drum that helo you're hearing is the resupply bird that's coming in.
Pretty sure I heard an RPG get shot at.
Do you know where it sounded like it came from?
Maybe it was on the hilltop to the southeast. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Cover fire for the helo bird. All fire, or all directions. Check-ins, let me know what, or yeah, base report.
Milbur's green. Could use some work. Cortex 159 up the hill south.
Oh, if you guys, does anyone need some more ammo?
I think you're shooting at a bush.
Yeah, you could use some resupply.
Copy. I still have a box you can grab from me for now.
Hey, firm. I'd like to go switch out this RPG to low.
Copy. I'll go with you, Liberty. Drum and AJ go on hold position.
Copy.
Get 40 mic mics. Stand in again, bro. That'd be awesome.
118 up the hill.
If you get up in this bunker, you can go prone.
Getting up.
Drum and AJ, go ahead and start pushing into the town and get some hard cover in there.
This bunker is pretty fucking hard cover. Moving up.
Drum, I'm reloading.
Once 4's rounds impact on the backside of the hill.
Yeah, just go into the town south and find some hard cover.
All good.
I'm not positive this building was cleared out.
That looks like a contact on top of the hill to your east-southeast.
On your right. Top's clear.
Left there.
600 meters of that hilltop.
1, this is 7 on 3-1.
Bravo was green.
Well, I was gonna shoot some 40s in there, but I guess I don't need to do that.
7, go ahead and put your elements on Overwatch down into the town, set up defensively at this time, over.
Yeah, we need that respawn. Go upstairs, that's fine. Where the stairwell is.
Roger, 7 out.
I found it.
Yeah, I could use it.
Agent covering southeast up the hill.
Friendly's coming up, friendly's coming up.
RPG.
It was the last bad decision that guy ever made.
Four 7 on 3-1.
Did you get hit, you said?
4 7,
No,
pack
yeah.
him up.
Yeah, I'm trying to land rounds on the other side. Defilade.
Roger, 7 out.
270.
Dagger, go ahead and have Warlord along to the south there.
Alright, I've only got 3 rounds left on my 40.
Copy.
I got 3 pretty good rounds on the backside. Defilade though. Watching up the road to the east.
1 this 7 on 3-1. 1-6 is 7. Interrogative, what status getting your platoon resupplied over?
I don't think that's friendly. Whatever's coming down the round almost straight south. But I can't verify.
Resupply location over. The fuck were those guys shooting at?
We're south. Southwest.
Harbor? Are you giving me ammo, or are you just touching my ass?
Sounds like a marksman southeast, 160 somewhere.
I appreciate it.
See if Warlord can fucking spot that marksman.
This trooper, I'm green on ammo.
Sounds like he's other side of the hill, 160.
I got 4. I got 4 HEDs.
I got a thermal.
There's guys moving down to 168.
Two times down. 1-6.
1 this 7. Be advised, Warlord is currently working on back over there with cannon. Over.
Oh, that's A going out to Warlord, I think. Maybe it was just an RPG. Yeah, that was just an RPG.
An RPG just left that hilltop.
Have Warlord circle around to the back side of that fucking hill.
There's just another RPG about 171. That was other side of the hill.
I saw where it came from. I'm gonna put a 40mm over it.
Warlord is about to be engaging on the back side of the hill to our southeast.
If that was another resupply, I could use more 40 millimeters.
Copy, standby.
Actually, this is Bravo. My Grenadier 40 my mic says he clear to go resupply.
Wrong net.
Burger, this age, I could use some resupply as well. I'm going with drum.
Copy. Sound smoke, looks like we're standing by to resupply, so just hang in there as much as possible.
Shoot my last 40.
Run it.
Actually, this is Bravo. Bravo flag on 40 my mic and.
Yeah, there's one.
Fucking smoke bouncing.
Burger, this age, disregard on AR ammunition.
Well, the mic's already coming up to give you a box, so.
Copy that.
What in the fuck is firing smoke up there?
Me? Trying to get red smoke where it just fucking lit that dude up at, but it keeps bouncing.
We know there's bad guys up there. We've been shooting at them all fucking night. We don't really need smoke.
Well, I heard you call Warlord to shoot at him, and I don't see Warlord shooting at him.
1-6, this is 7.
So I'm trying to give Warlord some help.
Oh dear God.
Drum, do you need
1-6.
40.
Solid copy. Do not det on that. We'll wait until we.
Sure, I'll take a couple, but I don't really need them. Yeah, I've still got like 8 full mags.
Oh, okay.
On debt charges once that thing goes off. Roger that. 170.
Are you looking for the AR?
God damn it.
I'm up here. I'm up here on the roof.
This is 17 interrogative. Negative on setting it or negative on having it?
So I got the big gun. Yeah, pouches. I am AR. Pouch. I need a pouch. No problem.
Okay, Drum and AJ, you can go resupply. Time now.
Where's the
Copy.
resupply box?
Stand by.
I think it's
Actually, this is Bravo. What is the location of the supply box over?
Continue to stand by, Drum.
Bravo, or yeah, Bravo copies.
Index.
Index. Regroup at 22 or blue for marker 2220. Going condition 4. Litterberry, drop that RPG.
Done.
I am already here.
I'd like to see you try. Okay, I'll have Pop shoot you. Yeah, okay, now you like that.
Fancy.
Can anyone tell me why it is every time I'm pressing H, I'm putting my fucking weapon on my back? Is that a control that got changed?
Affirm, Cap.
Fucking outstanding. What control is it and where is it?
That I cannot tell you for sure, Captain, as I don't use that key.
It should be 0.
It is not the same as holstering your weapon as in 0 on your keyboard. It's part of the whole gig to be able to put the secondary weapon on our back.
Where's Captain Soto?
Captain Soto?
I'm here. I'm here, sir, First Sergeant.
Did you hear what I was just saying?
No, Captain.
Why is it that when I'm pressing H, I'm putting my weapon on my back? Is that part of the new thing you put in?
I don't believe so, Captain. I press H and it pulls up my tablet.
Alright.
Alright, looks like we have everybody here with exception to air assets at the moment. They'll be able to join us here in just a second. Alright, before we get going on anything, Ares.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Am I imagining things, or was there a minefield up on top of that hill?
There is no minefield, First Sergeant.
Alright, so there was no type of unexploded ordnance up on that hill?
Not a thing, First Sergeant.
Alright, so then it was a large caliber cannon that was fucking engaging us.
That is correct, First Sergeant. 23mm ZU-23 twin barrels, plural.
The U-23s do not make explosions that big in fucking craters when they impact. That was not a ZU-23 that blew me the fuck up.
Those are the only high-powered weapon we had.
Pardon, Avery? Oh, excellent. So we got smoked by our own fucking CBU. Well, good to know that's possible.
What? Can you make it? Can you make it so that doesn't happen anymore, please?
I didn't even know that was a...
That should not be possible.
That's probably part of the fucking Laws of War DLC, because if you played it, one of the missions is to disable UXO from a fucking CBU.
That's not even possible. They're made to not do that. That's the whole reason we can even use them.
Well, look into it and fix it if that's what it is.
Alright. Well, that fucking bullshit out of the way. As far as the ambush itself, the ambush was good with exception to that it got kicked off way fucking early. I have no idea what engaged that first vehicle and caused it to start exploding and going off. Ares, did you happen to have eyes on it? Did that get engaged by a missile, or what the fuck happened?
I was not in the vehicle. Sergeant Myers was driving the vehicle trying to keep the pacing correct, and it shocked us just as much when we just saw it explode. We don't know what killed it. We think perhaps it got armored in the terrain, but we're just not sure.
Alright, because air assets said they did not loose anything on that vehicle, so infantry didn't fire, so it had to have been fucking ArmA being ArmA. Either way,
it's a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, you guys, I guess, did it properly. If nobody fucking fired on it and it just spontaneously fucking exploded, then you guys have the shittiest luck on the fucking planet. But you still were able to pull off the ambush and suffer very minimal casualties. Once that IDF started hitting, you guys got the order to move. Could have moved a little bit quicker, but luckily you guys were able to get out of the kill zone before it fucked you up too much. The only reason that happened is that one of the mortar tubes that was hit by Havoc 4 and air assets was remanned, and then we proceeded to fucking blast them back into the Stone Age. So that didn't happen anymore. But all in all, I don't have too many complaints from what I've seen at my perspective, with the exception of the infantry getting way too fucking spread out. I give exactly 0 shits about the situation, what type of cover somebody has, or whatever. There is never an excuse for an infantry squad to be 500 meters away from anybody else. There is dick all anybody could have done to help you guys out should something have happened. So that needs to be addressed with a fucking quickness. At no point in time do we ever have an infantry element that far away from each other. But that's the only big problem that I have tonight, was that. Everything else was done pretty well. You guys seemed to clear the town decently. I didn't get to get down in here as quickly as I would have liked to, but it seemed to go fairly smooth. I don't know who was rocking the Maws tonight for 1-4, but those were some stellar fucking long-range shots from that Maws tonight. Very, very nice accuracy. I only seen one round end up going short, and that was right at the very end here on that BMP to the east. But you guys did a pretty damn good job. So that's all I have. Going down the line, Havoc 1, anything from you?
Nothing for the task force, First Sergeant. Thank you.
All right, excellent. Thank you, LT. Havoc 4.
Other than the fact that the mortar tube disappeared at the very end here, First Sergeant, nothing from Havoc 4.
All right, Dagger. Pico.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Go ahead, Bowman.
Thank you. I had an issue a couple times with the Hellfires after the new mod update, so apologize for that, Dagger. I know you're waiting on them. They just shot off into the midnight sky with seemingly no idea that there was a laser right under them. So that's all.
First Sergeant, on the reinsert, or if you need a tech insert, make sure your guys know to go to 5-1 and radio the Phoenix pilot so that we can do the long-range radios.
All
right, thank you, Chief.
If you need a tech insert, why is someone going to 5-1?
Tech insert does not go through 5-1.
Well, I was just saying they can contact the Phoenix pilot, and he can relay to Dagger if the soldier can't get through any other way.
I think the SOP there is for them to grab an Android and message. Who are they supposed to message? Are they supposed to message Ares direct, or their
squad lead?
The squad lead.
Send it up to COC. They'll get it to Ares. But yes, if all else fails and you're not able to get a response back from anyone in your COC, if need be, then contact Phoenix and they'll get word to us for a tech insert only. All right, Captain. Anything from you, sir?
Yeah, I got a few things. Great ambush, regardless of ArmA being ArmA. That was a fucking fantastic ambush for what it was. Part of that ambush, there was a once we got done with the ambush, started pushing down on them, and then I think it was 2 tanks and a BTR rolled up on us. When that BTR got within like 200 meters of us, I saw something like 6 to 10 40 millimeters impact directly on that BTR, and that makes me very proud of you guys. I love seeing that shit. Like,
if I may, Captain.
Yep.
I'm very sorry, sir, but to second that, I was right there. I was one of the guys firing the 40 mics, and I was happy as fuck after I fired my first 40 mic. There was 5 or 6 immediately after it. So to echo what the Cap's saying there, outstanding job on that.
Like, we hit that thing with like maybe 10 40 millimeters in about 10 seconds, and then someone had to ruin the fun and shoot an AT4 at it. But who is using green or yellow tracers? All right, are those in our box? Are those in our boxes?
They replaced the stand mags.
Sure.
They did what?
The standard 30-round 5.56 magazines have been replaced with the 30-round yellow tracer mags, sir.
Are you saying the class name got changed or something?
The item itself changed. It was a standard magazine with no tracers in it whatsoever. That magazine type is now gone. Has been replaced with the yellow reload tracer rounds.
All right, if those are in your loadouts, get rid of them. Replace them with a different magazine type. We only shoot red tracers. If I see yellow or green tracers, I'm probably going to shoot at it, and I think that goes for a lot of other people. We use red tracers. Double check your loadouts. Make sure that you do not have anything other than red tracers. Captain Soto, can you make sure that all of our class names are correct?
I will double check it, Captain.
Okay.
I never would have guessed that would have changed, but I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'll check the template, Captain. Make
All
sure
right.
that we're good there too.
Morphine on CLS. If you are CLS, the only time you use morphine is if someone is unconscious to get them back on their feet. Do not use morphine on someone who is already up. That is the medic's job. That morphine on CLS is 100% only for getting up an unconscious person. Does not matter how bad their vision is. That's the medic's job, is to get their vision back. CLS is exclusively for emergency medical situations, like when my fire team got hit smack dab with a mortar and I had 3 team members down. I had to use my CLS's morphine on him to get him up. And then he should have used it to get everyone else up, but by that time, the medics were on station. Last thing I've got, team leader initiative. Guys, if you're not being given orders by your squad leader and you're in the middle of an assault on a town, just fucking do something. Figure out what you should do. Go and start clearing the nearest buildings. Do something. Don't sit there and say, I haven't been given any orders. I hate hearing that. Initiative, initiative, initiative. If you're a fucking team leader, squad leader, and you don't have orders, do something. I don't ever want to hear I haven't been given orders to do something. Just fucking do something. Go and start clearing the nearest buildings until you're actually told what to do. It's the easiest thing.
Captain, one thing to peel the onion back on that.
All right.
It's just an old phrase. I'm sure you've all heard it. It's one of Murphy's many laws. But remember that anything you do can get you killed, including doing nothing. Freezing in the middle of a city is a great way to get snuck up on.
Yep. All of that shit said, those were pretty minor issues. For the issues, once again, the ambush was fantastic. The 40mm fire on that BTR was more than fantastic. Still got a little bit of a chubby, and you guys did a good job overall on the mission, so good job tonight.
Thank you, Captain.
All right, thank you, Captain. Very quickly, one thing to note while I'm standing here kind of looking around, I am seeing exactly dick all for green paint on these buildings. I know you guys are in a hurry, but somebody's got to be marking that shit. When we were coming through the town behind you guys, we had no real idea of what buildings were clear and what buildings were not clear. So we were still having to peek in all the doors and windows and stuff to see what the hell was going on with it. Captain Soto?
Thank you, First Sergeant. If you are not aware, there is a hotkey now in ACE to quickly be able to tag a building. You rock right up to the wall, smack your hotkey, and it tags it. So there's no excuse or time delay to do so. You know, the whole, I got to bring up the ACE Interact and do this, that, and the other, that is irrelevant. You can put your spray paint can practically on the rail of your M4 now. It's that fast.
Excellent. Thank you, Captain.
What's the default hotkey?
I have no idea, Captain.
Okay.
To add on to that, also, once you set it, once you use paint one time, if you just go to paint, or I think it's tag and let go, without selecting a color, it will default to whatever the last color you use. So if you are marking green, you just have to go to paint and let it go, and it'll spray it.
All right, Sergeant Barton, you had a comment?
Yeah, thank you, First Sergeant. I did try to tag a few buildings, and I did not notice that the color actually. I got the indication that it was spraying color, but I did not see the color on the building. That could be on my end, though. I'm not sure.
Try different angles, and if all else fails, spray the ground in front of it.
Roger that. Thank you, Captain. That's all I have, Tom.
All right.
It's working.
Aries?
Standard question, Havoc 1. Do you enjoy yourselves tonight?
Fucking
Yeah, movements were pretty solid. We noted the same things. A little bit of spreading on the squad, so watch it. We did increase our pressure when we did find the weak point to kind of work with, just based on what the enemy could see from the tippy top of that hilltop. So essentially, that's where we were directing our operations. So wherever you were, that's where we weren't going. You know, we would get into pincers on either side of this hilltop here, but being that far outside of it was kind of hard. And this may be a question for 1-6, but who was on this hilltop out here?
Which hilltop out where?
The hilltop element. The Overwatch element. Who was that?
1-4 in mortars, I believe.
Very well. Staff Sergeant Munson, thank you for ruining both myself and Staff Sergeant Meyer's evening. That was hard. So to say that the work was outstanding is something of an understatement. But again, movement through the towns was pretty solid. Yeah, that was that. I know this is the first operation on our new set here from S4. I know we've had a couple of challenges with it so far. Make sure that anything you mark in the issue tracker has replicatability. That is the key here. If you get one random bug that pops up once in a blue moon, we can't fix it. If it's something that you can consistently replicate, that is something we can properly chase down. So that is the one thing I would ask as we are tracking down all the little things that we can do to better improve our overall logistics. Thank you, First Sergeant. That is all I have.
All right, thank you, Captain Soto. And so the S4 guys don't have to fucking denote it 19 million times in that thread. If it didn't happen in this server, the official server, it means exactly fuck all. So do not go posting in there, oh, I was on the fucking such and such liberation server and I had this bug. We don't give a fuck. If it doesn't happen on the official server, on an official template, it does not matter. All right, any comments or questions from any of you regarding the entire task force? Corporal McCoy.
Yeah, thank you, for Sergeant. Just wanted to send up to S4. There, we noticed that on the rooftops, the ability to dig trenches on the rooftops is an option. So I don't know if that's something you want to look into. That's all I have for Sergeant. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Corporal McCoy. Keep in mind, fucking bug reports go in the bug report thread, not the task force debrief. Any other comments or questions? Corporal Bergwall, I will be disregarding your comment because it can go in the bug report thread. Sergeant Redmond.
Thank you, Sergeant. I just wanted to point out for you guys that for the first time in a long time, I've had to use blood. So do remember, you cannot give epi to someone who has lost a lot of blood. So if they've been down, make sure you diagnose them, either interacting with their head, something like that. I'm not sure, but I believe it might have resulted in a KI tonight when somebody used epi on somebody who still needed blood. That's it. Thank you, Sergeant.
All right, thanks, Sergeant Redmond. Keep that in mind, guys. If you have no idea how long someone's been down, there's even a shadow of a fucking doubt, make sure you diagnose them first and see if they've lost a lot of blood. If they have, get a medic to push some blood before you go pushing epi, or before they push epi, or before CLS pushes epi if for some reason you do not have a medic immediately available.
So if morphine doesn't wake them up, and you have to push epi, check for blood loss before you push epi. A lot of times morphine is all you need to wake someone up. If you push morphine, they don't wake up, check for blood loss before you push epi.
Exactly. Specialist Reed.
Thank you, First Sergeant. In regards to blood loss, what is the protocol if the person down happens to be a medic? Should you wait for another medic, or should you give them blood?
Well, unless you've gone to medical school, I'm pretty sure you don't know how to run an IV and transfer blood, so you call another medic over there.
Actually, that's part of real-life CLS.
All right, any other comments or questions? Outstanding. Good job tonight. You're all dismissed. Get the fuck out of here. Enjoy your Sunday night.
If you guys know why my H key is putting my weapon on my back, send me a fucking PM in TeamSpeak, because that shit's pissing me off.
Have one to my channel.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you didn't, I don't know why the fuck you're still here. I'm going to take the stream down for a little while. I'm going to come back and have part 24 of my XCOM playthrough, which might be the last part, but I don't think so. I think I've still got one more part left. So next ArmA mission is Wednesday night for a Special Forces mission, and then after that, the next one is next Saturday and Sunday. Next Saturday, I'm Zeusing, and next Sunday, I am Task Force Commander. I'm going to fuck that convoy up on that ambush, because I'm just going to tell the A-10 to destroy the whole goddamn thing.